I got diagnosed. As a 16-year-old, going through something like this at a young age makes you grow up a lot faster than other people do. You know, you're not promised any day. I think I'm a totally different person, to be honest. And I really just don't take things for granted like I used to. I'm Raeleen Whitt. My diagnosis was acute lymphoblastic leukemia. So the first signs that something was wrong, I remember just always feeling really exhausted. I was sleeping until like 1, 2 p.m.
And then it was one night I was watching a movie with my parents on the couch, and I was just trying to breathe, and I felt like I wasn't getting enough oxygen. So my dad made an appointment. We went in the next day,
did a blood draw, and immediately the doctor knew something was really wrong. She was like, you need a blood transfusion tonight.
Ultimately, a bone marrow biopsy confirmed the presence of leukemia.
Initial treatment was just chemotherapy. It was 2.5 years of chemotherapy.
I had my 20th birthday. I woke up. I was sick to my stomach. I noticed some bruising on my legs. We went to the doctor that day, and I found out I was in the process of a relapse.
You know, after your initial diagnosis, you're scared it's gonna come back. But then when it does come back, it's even worse. It's just like a pit in your stomach. You know you're in the very beginning process, and you have such a long road ahead of you. It was a couple years later that I relapsed for my third time. And so we were like, well, shoot, what now? We've done chemo, we've done radiation, we've done a bone marrow transplant, and that didn't work. So what do we do? City of Hope, they introduced CAR T cells to me, a possible way of treatment. It was still in clinical trials, but there had been success before. So this was kind of a Hail Mary. The way the CAR T cells work is they take your white blood cells, genetically modify them to recognize the leukemia cells, and then they eventually infuse them back into you. It's given me, so far, an additional 4 years, and I'm grateful for that, but I hope it really is a cure for me and for, you know, so many other patients to come. Why I love City of Hope so much is that research is just a constant day-to-day. That's not something you feel at every hospital. And it's just really crazy to even see from the time I was diagnosed at 16 to now, how far medicine's come. Miraculous, really, that I'm still here.
I feel like I'm just finally starting my life, and I just look forward to having kids in the future and just really always soaking in the most important things and not taking things for granted.